All right, for today's Purple to Black Belt class, we're going to be going over a few different ideas. We're going to be talking about sportsmanship, which is really important, especially this time of year as we're starting in on summer and camps and games and all sorts of important stuff there that we'll be doing. We're going to be doing a little review of some in and out striking combinations where you're starting at a distance, you're closing the gap, and then you're reestablishing some distance. And finally, we'll get going on some self-defense. So let's get started off with some warm-ups, and then we'll jump into the rest of the curriculum from there. All right, so let's get started with our warm-up. This warm-up has got 5 moves. Each one is for about 30 seconds. The first one that we're going to do is what's called a tap down knee. I'm going to demonstrate it once, and then we'll get practicing. All you want to do is be in a fighting stance. You reach down towards your front shin, knee, foot, whatever it is. You don't want to make it a stretch. You just want to move a little bit, and then you come up and use your back knee. All right, so we're going to do 30 seconds of that. All right, it doesn't matter which leg you do because we're going to repeat the other side in just a second. Ready, set, and go. Tap down and come up. Tap down and come up. Now, as you're practicing this, it's a good idea to pick something that's on the floor in front of you, maybe like 5-10 feet in front of you, that you look at the whole time. I don't want to snap my head down, snap my head up, snap my head down, snap my head up. That'll make me dizzy. Right? I want to pick something that's pretty static, right, that I can look at without fear of losing my balance. So just keep tapping down and up. Good. All right, so that's 30 seconds that one. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to turn sideways for this demonstration. Ready, set, and go. And tap down, and come up. And again, I can't stress the importance enough of the idea of you want to move your muscles, but not really stretch your muscle. So if it feels like it's a stretch as you reach down, you're going too far, right? You just want to activate those muscles, wake them up, not rip them up. All right, so a few more seconds. 30 seconds, almost done. Getting a couple messages, always exciting. Good, and time. Okay, next we're going to jumping jacks. Now, I'm going to show you a couple different versions of jumping jacks. We have a regular jumping jack, which you're probably familiar with, and then we have a modified jumping jack, which is great if maybe jumping is not great for you in your environment, either because you have people underneath of you in your house you don't want to disturb, or maybe you have an injury that you're trying to train around. So we're going to do some jumping jacks. We'll start with the regular ones. Right? Just going like this. Good. Now, if I want to do a different version, right, all I can do is I just step 1 foot at a time, like that. Right? And again, this is not as intense as regular jumping jacks, so you won't feel it as much, but you are working the same kind of muscles that you use when you do a jumping jack in terms of your adductors, your abductors, your shoulders, all that kind of stuff. All right, and we're going to call time on that one. Okay, so next thing that we're going to be doing, just turned off my timer, that's a bad decision, is we're going to be doing some hooks and crosses, right? We're going to be doing a lead hook and then a backhand cross. Doesn't matter which side you have in front. We're going to go for 30 seconds, then we're going to switch. Ready, set, go. Lead hook, backhand cross. Right? Now, as I'm doing this, the big thing we're looking for is the ability to rotate your hip, rotate your feet, rotate your shoulder, but not rotate your head. Right? Just like when we were doing those tap down knees, we want to look at one spot during our warm-ups, right, to maintain our balance. And that's generally true when you're throwing these punches, not as a warm-up, right? Folks, throwing them, knock someone out, be the same idea, okay? So switch your legs, last warm-up move, 30 seconds, hooks and crosses. Ready, set, and go. Hook, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross. Turn and turn, turn and turn. Keep breathing, keep moving. Right, now it's a good idea as you're doing your warm-up to also work on your breathing timing. You want to breathe out as you punch out. Now I can't do it because I'm talking, but if you get used to breathing, you're going to be able to get more reps in, get more energy out, feel a lot better. All right, so we're done with warm-ups. Let's get ready for the main part of class. I'm looking forward to it. Today we're going to be working on Hugaryu number 4, and you're going to want to have some kind of a line on the floor just as a reference point for when we're practicing today. Now, there are a couple different ways you could have that happen. One you could just have a line on your floor, right? So maybe it's you know, the edge of a rug. Maybe it's, you know, some pattern in the floor. Maybe it's a line of tiles or whatever. But some marker that kind of lets you know, like, this side, that side, okay? What I've done is I've taken a bow staff and I've just basically put it down on the floor. Other things you could use, you take your belt, lay it out flat, right? That'll work. Any straight stick, right? Hopefully not something fragile because you're gonna be moving around, okay? Now, Hugaryu 4 is a pretty simple technique, right? Where you dodge out of the way, you circle, you grab their arm, and you take them down. And what we want to be able to do today is make sure that we learn the whole technique, just the pattern of this technique. And we'll break it down into some pieces. I'm going to show it to you one more time from the side. You're going to see that I move forward as I do this movement. I can go into the takedown. So with that being said, we're going to start off with a dodge. And that's where we need this. When we dodge, you can see that my feet are on either side of the line. When I dodge, I end up on one side of the line and facing towards it, right? So that's what we're going to be doing first. Quick dodge, forward and to the side. Get next to it. Let's start with it kind of between you. Ready? One, between your feet, I should say, not between you. All right? Going back. Again, dodge. And reset. Now you'll also notice I'm pretty close to this line. You don't want to be way out here, right? We're going to be pretty close here. Right? I can touch pretty easily if there was a target there. Move, touch. One last time, small dodge. Okay, so we got the dodge. It's pretty simple. Now we're going to talk about the block. This is kind of a panic block. Almost always in a self-defense situation, we tell you start your self-defense from here. We say, hey, have your hands in front of you, and you're just kind of in that stay away kind of posture where you want the person to back off. For Hugaryu number 4, the block that we're doing assumes that our hands are down, that we didn't see this coming at all. Our hands are down, all someone's trying to hit us in the stomach, right? It could be any kind of attack, straight punch, uppercut, doesn't matter, right? And I'm just panic blocking like this. Now what I want to do is focus in on this block. What you're going to do is you're going to take your arm and just bring it into your hand like that, right? Just so you get a feel for it, right? So we're going to do a few of these. Take this hand, your left, swing it in, again. Boom. And you can do this at different heights. So you can be a little bit lower or a little bit higher. Let's do 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now you hopefully can feel that's pretty sturdy, that block. It comes across, and it's got some power behind it, right? It doesn't have a lot of range though, right? They're way in closer in that last ring of defense, right? You're pretty close to your body. You can see I'd be dodging this by an inch. That's what I was saying before. You want to be pretty close to the bow staff or the line or whatever it is, right? The mere, less than a foot away, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to dodge. We're going to block across like that. And this hand is going to come up, right? Up by your face. I'm going to show it to you from the side. I'm here. I dodge. You can see I moved forward. Did my block with my left, and my right hand is coming up to start my defense and my attacks and all that stuff, right? So let's do it. I'm going to do a few facing towards you, and then I'll do a few sideways. Ready? 1, dodge, and block, right? And like all the time when we dodge and block, it's at the same time. It's really like a blotch. Block and dodge combined. Ready? Blotch. Ha. Right? A couple more. Ready? Go. Again, go. And one more time. Go. All right, now I'm going to show you from a different angle. You might practice this a couple more times. If you're starting to feel like, hey, this is easy, challenge yourself to move faster. Ready? 1. Good. Make sure you're moving forward a little bit. 2. That's going to be important as we progress this technique. If you don't move forward, you won't be able to reach it. 3. Good. And 4. Okay. So now, next step. All I've done is I've stopped the immediate threat. And that's, the start of almost every technique. I stop the immediate threat. But then, you got to stun them and hurt them and contain and control, all that kind of stuff. We're going to go immediately into trapping their arm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block, and then this circles kind of forward like you're throwing underhanded. And you just come all the way around and grab. And what you're actually grabbing is the arm that just punched you, right? So you're dodging out of the way, block, trap the arm, right? And again, it's like you're throwing underhanded and just continuing that circle, right? This is how I throw underhanded, this is how I throw overhanded, right? This block starts like you're going underhanded and just keep circling around, right? So we're gonna dodge, we're gonna block, and we're gonna continue that circle into a trap where you're grabbing onto their arm. Ready? Dodge and block, circle, grab their arm. Again, dodge and block, circle, grab their arm. Now, if you have someone at home you can practice this with, a good thing to do is just ask them to touch you and see if when you circle and you grab, are you holding onto their arm? If you're not holding onto their arm they were touching you with, you done goofed, right? And you'd have them touch you with their right hand. Dodge and block, circle, and grab. And in case you didn't notice, I'm kind of mirroring. So I'm moving to my right, but you should be moving to your left. Right? You're moving away from the punch, circle, and grab. Okay, I'm going to show you this a couple times from the side, and then we got to continue to advance. Move to the side, circle, and grab. Right? And using your left hand to grab. Right? Block with your left, circle, grab with your left. It's kind of a lot of left hand. Your right hand's been on vacation or something. Right? Block and circle. Okay, next part. We're going to step in, and then that other hand finally gets to do something. Before we get into what that something is, we're going to talk about what a Hugaryu is. Hopefully you've done some Hugaryus before, but if you haven't, a Hugaryu is a strike that hits with the inside of your elbow, right? So normally we hit with an elbow. We're on this side. A Hugaryu hits with this side, right? So it's a very close range strike. An elbow's a close range strike. Hugaryu, close range strike. And you're hitting here, not down by your wrist. Right over here, right in like, I guess you call the elbow pit. Right? That's basically where you're hitting with a Hugaryu. Right? So when I dodge and block, I circle and grab, I'm going to step through with my back foot and do a Hugaryu to their chest. Okay, so watch it from this side. It's dodge and block, circle, step, and hit. Now, which one happens first? Circle, step, or hit? The answer is all of them. They all happen at the same time. So it's dodge, block. That's happening at the same time. It's a blotch. And then circle, step, and hit. I do not know how to combine those words. Right? Circle, step, and hit. I know. Doesn't sound good when I start to combine those in my head. Right? So dodge, block, circle. Right? Kind of sounds like I sneezed or something. Right? So let's do it together. Dodge and block. You're over here. You've got your left hand blocking. Circle, step through. Now I'm kind of pointing my back towards the line, and I hit. Now this is actually going to function as a takedown, but we're not really worried about that part today. We're just getting this. So dodge and block, circle, step, and hit. Again, dodge, block, circle, step, and hit. Now one thing you might notice, both feet are still on this side of the line, right? Because I'd be pulling them across me, right? You don't want to end up going back through the line because now I'm running into their leg, right? Dodge, block, circle, step, hit. Right? Watch it from the other side. Ready? Dodge, block, circle, step, hit. Now, when you're really doing this well, it never stops. It's just a fluid movement. It's like I'm walking through them like that. But you probably aren't ready for that. If you are, fantastic, right? You just like, Sensei Jeff, this is so easy for me. Great. Challenge yourself to go a little faster. And faster and faster and faster for that. If you are not that kid, and you're like, I gotta slow it down, get it right. You're intelligent, I like you. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna do 5 more. Ready, go. Go. Hopefully you remember the movements, because now I'm not even gonna show you. And you wanna do 3 more. Ready, go. Dodge, block, circle, step, hit. Come on back, gather yourself. Ready, set, go. Dodge, block, circle, step, hit. Okay, this last one, I'm gonna punch at you. Be a straight punch, come right at your gut. Ready? Dodge and block it. Circle, step, hit. Oh, you got me. Right? Okay, so that's a good starting point for reminding yourself of Hugaryu techniques. There's a lot of details in these things, but for today, we're just kind of going over the basics. Make sure you know the fundamental pattern of what we're doing. We're going to refine that a lot with you in classes. If you need some help with it, ask for help in a private session, or like I said, ask someone in your family to just like lightly touch you. Don't have them punch you, and just circle through this and do it very gentle, right? If they fall down, you did wrong, right? And if they're doing it, have them touch you with their right hand. And that's a great start, right? So everybody, great job with our Hugaryu. Let's move on to the next part of class. This month in class, we're talking a lot about sportsmanship. And sportsmanship has to do with treating the people you play a game against with respect, whether you win or whether you lose. And the thing about sportsmanship is, it's not that you can't be happy when you win, or that you can't be sad when you lose. It has to do with whether you're sad or you're happy, you still understand that the person you played against is kind of important too, and you need to treat them with some level of respect. Now, why do you want to do that, right? That person just beat you, right? Or that kid, I just beat them, right? Why do I need to care about them? That's what we want to talk about today. The thing is, when you play a game against someone, if you don't treat them with respect, there's a good chance they're not going to play with you again. Now you might say, well, I don't need to play against him, he beat me. Actually, you kind of do, right? Or I don't need to play against him, I already beat him. Actually, you kind of do, right? Because as you play games and competitions with people, you're going to keep getting better, they're going to keep getting better, and you're going to both grow from that. You're both going to improve. But it's only going to happen if you treat each other with respect as you play the game and after you play the game. So sportsmanship is really one of the keys to being the best version of you, right? You want to get your black belt? Well, you're going to compete against people along the way. And if you don't show them respect, they're not going to show respect to you. They're not going to help you when you need help. They're not going to come to you when they need help, which you might say, well, that's great. But actually, it's not, because you learn a lot when someone comes to you for help, too. So remember, sportsmanship is one of the keys to being a true champion. Not just today, but in the long run, right? Because winning a game today is great. But being a winner in life, that's going to require some sportsmanship. Right? So let's keep that in mind. Whenever you're in a contest, whether you're playing a video game at home with your brother or your sister, right? You're off playing in the street with your friends, whatever it is, remember that concept of sportsmanship. Super important, right? Now let's move on to the next part of class. Today we're going to do some in and out striking combinations. What does that mean? It means you're going to start at a distance, you're going to get closer to your target, you're going to hit, and then you're going to reset back out to distance. Now, why would you want to know how to do this? First of all, this is what you tend to do when the person who you are fighting against or sparring against is bigger and stronger than you, right? You got to hit and run. And unfortunately, when it comes to self-defense combat, the person who picks a fight with you is almost always bigger than you, right? You don't get a kindergartner picking a fight with you unless you're in kindergarten, right? Or in pre-K or something like that, right? You are going to probably get bothered by someone who's bigger than and being able to close the gap, score, and then reset back out so they can't counterpunch on you is super important. Now, with that being said, we're going to start with the first part, closing the gap with a double jab. Now, for this double jab, normally when we do jabs in class, we do this step jab, right? And that's kind of a basic jab. But for this jab, we're going to be doing kind of a sneaky jab where we're going to actually step with our back foot. Our back foot comes forward. This is very similar to how we do a hop step kick if you've been doing hop step kicks, right? Here, and then I do my second jab, and now I've moved forward all this distance, right? I'm out here, and I'm closing in behind my jab. And those two jabs are aimed generally like in a fight that's aimed at the face because it makes them blink. Makes them not have good vision on you because most people, when you flick things at their eyes, they close their eyes for a second, right? And that's what we want. All right, so we're going to start off with just the double jab. We're going to do this on both sides. Set yourself up right leg and back. You're going to be doing your left hand jab. I'm mirroring, so it's going to look a little, looks right for most people. Some people it looks wrong, but that's okay. Here we go. Ready? 1, jab, jab, and then reset. And both are pretty high. 2, jab, jab, and come back. 3, jab, jab, reset. 4, go back. 5, don't forget to breathe. You will do that if you breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. We're going to do 10 more. We're switching our legs. The same basic idea. I'm going to do this one a little bit of an angle, a little bit towards you, a little bit to the side. Ready? 1. You can see my feet come together and apart, and I reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that ain't it. That's just the starting. That's closing the gap. And remember, it's in and out. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to change levels. We're going to throw a body shot, a body cross. What is that going to kind of look like? I do my jabs. 1, 2. When I body jab, I don't punch down and keep my head up. What I want to do is I want to drop down and punch straight. Right? By dropping down, it makes it much harder for them to counterpunch me. Gives me better defense. It's harder though, because you're doing like a little squat or a lunge, right? So take your time, feel that you're balanced. If you feel like you're losing your balance, there's something a little bit off in your footwork, ask a sensei in your private session, be like, hey, whenever I do this, I'm losing my balance, what am I doing wrong? And we'll tell you, we'll say something, yeah, your foot's pointing the wrong way, or your head's pointing the wrong way, or whatever. But for today, double jab, and then sit down into the cross. I'm going to do some of these sideways, all right? So completely to the side so you can see this. Go left hand jabs, right hand cross. Ready? 1, jab, jab, and then sit down and then come back. Ready? 2, hopefully you can see that change in height as I'm throwing that punch. 3, 4, 5, 6, remember, have control over your body. If you find you're falling forward, fix it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Switching our legs, same basic concept. This one, I'm going to be facing towards you, straight ahead, right? Take your time, set yourself up. You're using your right hand to do your jabs. Left legs and back. Ready? 1, step, step, drop down. 2, step, step, drop down. 3, drop down. 4, drop down. 5, a little lunge. 6, 7, 8, get in, 9, close that gap and hit them, 10, ha, okay. So we got in, what do we got to do? We got to get out, right? And when we get out, we want to stay out. Because as we're throwing strikes to this big monster of a person, and they get hit a couple times, you gotta move it. You gotta move it quick. So we're gonna jump back. I'll show you what I mean by that. So we got jab and jab. We lunge into this. You're gonna hop back. When you hop back, you don't change your feet in terms of my right foot's in back, my left foot's in front. I jump back. My right foot's in back, my left foot's in front. I'm still in a fighting stance, okay? Watch it one more time. We've got jab, jab. I'm here, I jump back, boom, okay? The big challenge for you is to make sure you cover ground without losing your ability to switch directions, okay? So if you're here, you take a giant jump back right here, and you jump, you're like, whoa! That ain't it. We don't want that, okay? The flip side, here, I'm just gonna get hit, right? You gotta move, okay? So you're trying to find that balance where you can jump, cover distance in a controlled manner. Set yourselves up, left leg in front. You can do a little angled for this one. Ready? 1, jab, jab, cross, and then hop back. Maintain that orientation, don't switch stances. 2, jab, jab, cross, jump back. Again, do not switch your stance for this combination. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm gonna turn it, 7, 8, create a gap, close the gap, create the gap. 9, close it, create it. 10, okay, switch your legs, same basic idea. Close the gap, create the gap. Now, one thing about this, as you're practicing, if you have some kind of a target you can use for gauging distance, awesome. If you're on Wavemaster, great, be able to hit the cross, right? But you don't have to hit something, you can pick anything. Pick a wall, pick a chair, punch towards it, sense that you're creating distance or closing distance, as the case may be. Set yourself up, other side, it's enough rest. Going right, right, left for you guys. Ready? 1, right, right, left, hop back. Facing towards you. 2, right, right, left, hop back. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now part of the challenge of this is the jump. 7, right? And developing the strength to do this. 8. So if you're having a hard time, good. 9. If you're not having a hard time, maybe jump farther. 10. Okay. Almost done. Last thing. Might be the easiest thing. Throw a front kick. Now, critical thing about this front kick, it's a front kick that lands backwards. Because I want to kick to maintain distance. It's to keep them away, right? So don't front kick, fall forward, I closed the gap. No, I just created it. So if you watch it from the side, it's close the gap, create the gap, maintain that gap. That front kick is stay away from me, man. So you fall back. Don't fall, but step back. You understand what I'm saying? I hope. All right. Let's do it. I'm going to do a few where I demonstrate, and a few where you just got to kind of be able to do it without someone demonstrating for you. Ready? 1, jab, jab, cross. Jump back and kick. Which leg do you kick with? The back one. Ready? 2, jab, jab, cross. Jump back, kick with your back foot. 3. Turn a little bit more. 4. 5. Okay, we're going to do 5 more without me. Ready? 1. Throw your combo. Get back. Now, if you're back, breathe. Catch your breath. These last few, you want to be kind of explosive for you. Maybe it's faster than we were doing. Maybe it's the same speed. Higher belts, hopefully you're going faster. Ready? 2. Jab, jab, cross. Hop back, front kick. Deep breath. Catch yourself, ready to go, be explosive. 3. Jab, jab, cross. Hop back, front kick. Good. Catch your breath. Good. 4. Jab, jab, cross. Jump back, front kick. Catch your breath. Last one. I'm doing the last one with you too. Ready? Go. Jab, jab, cross. Jump back, front kick. Fantastic. Okay. Switch your legs because you got 2. Do the exact same thing on the other side. Right? So you're here. Jab, jab, cross. Jump back. Front kick with your back leg, which should probably be your left leg. Ready? 2. 3. Close the gap. Create the gap. Maintain the gap. It's like an advertisement for the Gap. 4. What gap? The Delaware Water Gap? 5. Used to go there when I was a kid, every summer. All right, now we're gonna do a few more without me. Catch your breath. Be ready to be explosive. Don't try and match my pace. Set your pace. Ready? Go. Jab, jab, cross. Jump back, front kick. If you're done first, great. Catch your breath. If you're not done first, figuring it out, great. Catch your breath. Go. 2. Jab, jab, cross. Jump back, front kick. Breathing is good. Ready, and go. 3. Jab, jab, cross. Jump back, front kick. All right, now I'm not helping you in the last 2. I'm not going to say anything, you just got to remember. 4, go. Get back to your spot. Breathe, be in a fighting stance. To make it a little harder, move around a little bit. Look alive. Don't say that like, Ready, and go. All right, fantastic. So that's a good kind of blueprint for how to do this particular combination, closing the gap and then creating a gap again. You can practice that as much as you need to. If you need help, ask an instructor in your private session to get some guidance and feedback. But for now, let's move on to the next part of class. All right, folks, for our final game today, we're going to be doing one of our weekly challenge videos. Right? This one needs a partner, so you might want to grab someone in your family. Right? But let's have some fun with it. Here we go.
What's up, guys? Sensei Mark here again. Today, we're going to show you how to play Ninja Catch. So, by we, I actually mean me, my sister, Marissa.
Hello.
We have Dobie, of course, you guys know him, and a new guy named Seaweed. So, that's all we need for this, right? And this is going to be building some reaction, some speed, bit of coordination. You just need a partner and 2 fluffy stuffed animals. So, for the first drill, all you need is just 1 stuffed animal for this and your partner. So I'm going to have my partner do the holding first. They're going to pinch the top of our stuffed animal, Dobie, here. And she's going to hold it about as high as my head. So I'll let you do that. Marissa, she'll hold it about as high as my head. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand in an attention stance. and I'm going to wait. She's going to randomly drop him, and as she does that, I'm going to try to catch him before he hits the floor. Just like that, right? And then after I catch, then I'll let her try, right? This is the first time trying this. Let's see how she does. So I hold it about as high as her head. She waits, and I drop, and she got it. Nice. Now, there's a couple rules here. One thing you can't do is you can't try to fake your partner out, so you can't be like, and doing stuff like that, and you also can't slam to the floor either. Sorry, Dobie. Right? You have to hold and then gently drop, and again, we're taking turns. And I can wait as long as I want. She got it. Nice. All right, so that's just the first drill, and you just do that back and forth. Okay, now if you can do that one, you can try the next levels of the challenge. Okay, so the first one we started with was feet together, hands by your side, attention stance. But now she holds the animal up in the air. I'm going to put both hands on top of hers. So she holds it, I hold one hand, and then the other hand. And same idea, I have to wait. I have to try to catch. Okay? Now if you can do that one, you can try the level after that, which is grabbing with one hand on top. So I put one hand behind my back, put one hand on top, and let's see if I can do it. Ooh, and I grab. Okay, now notice I'm grabbing from the top. You can grab from the sides or the bottom. Grabbing from the top is harder though, so you want an extra challenge. Grab from the top. The last level, if you can do both of those, she's not going to hold it as high as my head. She's going to hold it as high as my shoulder. So I have a little less time to react. Let's see if I can do this one. This one's hard. Oh, I got it. Good. Notice I bend my knees to help me get all the way down. But that's the next levels, and I got one more for you guys. All right. Time for the final drill. Now for this one, you're going to need your second stuffed animal, Seaweed, over here. And my partner is now going to hold both out at the same time, about as high as my head. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands on top of hers, and she's going to drop only one of them. I don't know which one it's going to be, so I have to try to react in time to catch it. Oh, I got it, right? Then we bring it back. She tries it again. I don't know which one it's going to be. Ooh, I almost missed that one. But that's what you do. Now, for those of you guys who are like, Cynthia, that's still too easy. All right, your partner can now drop both of them at the same time. And trying to catch both is a little challenging. Let's see if I can do it. Let's find out. So she holds it up. She's going to drop both at the same time. I have to be ready for it. Oh, I got it. Nice. All right, now, Marissa's been dying to try it too, so let's give her a shot. Okay, so same idea. I'm going to hold my animal about as high as her head. She already did level 1, so she'll go right to level 2. She'll put both hands on top of mine. And again, I make her wait because it's intense that way, and then I drop. She got that one. All right, so you know what? Let's let her try level 3. Level 3, she does one hand on top. Same idea. She's going to use her faster hand, whichever one that is. All right, same idea.
Wait, and here?
Huh?
Here.
You can hold it just like that, and then you can keep your hand behind your back and try to catch. Here it goes. Oh, it's almost so close. She almost got that. Give her another shot. Give her another shot. One more. Ready? Oh, she's using the right hand this time. I think she's ready. She got that one. Good. All right, let's let her try the double one because it's fun. So double one, same idea. I'm going to drop just one of them, and we'll see if she can catch one of them. All right, here we go. Almost. One more try. Yeah, this is not easy, guys. I actually clipped her hand on that one. I messed her up. But that's it, guys. It's not easy. You'll see as you get to a higher level, it progressively gets harder along the way. But she did really well. She doesn't even train. Thank you. There you have it, guys. That's the Ninja Catch game. Really, all you need for this is 2 stuffed animals, a partner, maybe a sibling, mom, dad, dog, whatever. But this builds coordination and speed, and it's a lot of fun. And I really look forward to seeing what level you guys get to on those challenges. But until next time,